In modern warfare, missiles are one of the deadliest threats any military can face. Whether launched from the ground, the sea, the air, or even from thousands of kilometers away, missiles can hit their targets with devastating speed and accuracy. But while the threat is great, so is the defense. Around the world, militaries have built complex systems designed to detect, track, and destroy incoming missiles before they strike. These systems work silently, often behind the scenes, but they are the shield that stands between life and total destruction. So how exactly do they do it? How do armies, navies, and air forces stop something that flies faster than sound and sometimes even faster than a bullet? The first line of defense is always early warning. Before you can stop a missile, you have to know it's coming. This is where radar systems come in. These massive, rotating dishes or long-range arrays scan the skies 24/7, constantly looking for anything unusual. When a missile is launched, especially a ballistic one, it rises high into the sky. Radar systems pick up the heat signature or the flight path, and within seconds, the data is relayed to command centers. From here, computers calculate the missile's speed, direction, altitude, and most importantly, its expected point of impact. The goal is to figure out whether the missile is headed toward a critical location or just falling harmlessly into the sea. If it's a threat, defense systems are activated. The type of defense used depends on the type of missile. If it's a short-range missile or rocket, systems like the Iron Dome come into play. Iron Dome is used mainly by Israel, and it's one of the most successful short-range interception systems in the world. It uses radar to track incoming rockets, and if a rocket is going to hit a populated area, it launches a small interceptor missile to meet it midair. The interceptors don't always hit the rocket head-on. Sometimes they explode nearby, causing enough of a shockwave to destroy or disable the incoming threat. In most cases, it takes just seconds from detection to destruction. For longer-range threats, more advanced systems are needed. The United States and its allies use systems like THAAD, Aegis, and Patriot. Each one is designed to shoot down different types of missiles. THAAD, for example, is used to intercept ballistic missiles during the final phase of their flight, just before they re-enter the atmosphere and hit the ground. It uses a hit-to-kill approach, meaning it doesn't use an explosive warhead. Instead, it slams into the incoming missile at high speed, destroying it through sheer force. This requires extreme accuracy, as both the interceptor and the enemy missile are flying thousands of kilometers per hour. Then there's the Patriot missile system. It gained fame during the Gulf War, and it's still used today, upgraded with better tracking and faster interceptors. Patriots are versatile and can defend cities, airbases, and key locations. They launch from mobile platforms and are guided toward the target by radar. In many cases, multiple interceptors are fired at the same missile to increase the chances of success. For sea-based missile defense, the Aegis system is key. Installed on U.S. Navy destroyers and cruisers, Aegis can track and destroy enemy missiles from the ocean. These ships carry SM-3 or SM-6 missiles designed to hit threats at high altitudes. Aegis isn't just for defense near the coast. Because it's mobile, it can patrol any region of the world, adding a flexible layer of protection to allied countries. But not every missile comes from above. Some are cruise missiles that fly low, hugging the terrain to avoid radar. These are harder to detect and even harder to stop. To counter them, militaries rely on integrated air defense systems. These networks combine radar, command centers, anti-aircraft guns, and interceptor missiles all working together. If a cruise missile is detected, a short-range air defense system may fire first. If that fails, a longer-range system may take over. The key is layers, overlapping systems that give multiple chances to destroy the threat before it hits. In some cases, the counter isn't a missile at all. Some countries are developing lasers and high-powered microwave weapons to shoot down incoming missiles. These are still mostly experimental, but they hold promise for the future. A laser weapon can hit a missile almost instantly, as long as it's in range and in line of sight. It's silent, cheap to fire, and doesn't run out of ammunition like traditional missiles do. The biggest challenge is generating enough power and aiming with perfect precision, especially against fast-moving targets. Another defense method is electronic warfare. This involves jamming or confusing the missile's guidance system. Some missiles rely on GPS or radar to find their target. If you can jam the signal or send false information, the missile might miss completely. This doesn't destroy the missile, but it makes it useless. Aircraft, ships, and ground stations all carry electronic warfare tools to protect themselves and their allies. But the truth is, no system is perfect. Sometimes missiles get through. That's why militaries also invest in hardened bunkers, alert systems, and evacuation plans. If a city can't be saved, the goal is to save as many lives as possible. In today's world, defending against missiles isn't about one magic bullet. It's a mix of technology, strategy, and constant vigilance. Missile defense also relies on good intelligence. Satellites in space track missile activity from rival nations. Spy planes fly near borders to gather radar signatures. Cyber units monitor networks for signs of a launch. It's not just about reacting, it's about predicting, preparing, and positioning defense systems in the right place at the right time. Missile defense is one of the most expensive and complex parts of modern warfare. It requires coordination between ground forces, air forces, naval fleets, and space-based assets. But for many countries, especially those under constant threat, it's worth every cent. Because when a missile is flying toward your city, your base, or your people, even 1 second of warning and one shot at interception can make the difference between disaster and survival. So the next time you hear about a missile attack being intercepted, remember what it really means. It means that while one side launched a weapon of destruction, the other side launched a defense of precision, speed, and timing. A silent race in the sky, where everything depends on who acts first and who acts better.